News Services Division of All India Radio presents Money Matters.
देश और लोगों के वित्त और अर्थव्यवस्था से जुड़ा कार्यक्रम
About savings, investments, borrowings and taxations.
हिंदी और इंग्लिश में सीधा प्रसारण
On our digital platforms.
सुनना ना भूलें हर रोज शाम 4:05 से 4:30 तक।
Money Matters.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Money Matters, our daily show on all things to do with personal finance. You're listening to Money Matters on the official All India Radio News YouTube channel. This is an interactive show where you can also participate. And you can do that simply by typing your comments in the live chat section below. Or you can send us an email on moneymatters.air@gmail.com. We announce the topic of the show one day in advance so that you can send in your questions in advance. So as announced earlier, our topic for today is lump sum investing. I'm V. Ravi Kumar and with me is my co-anchor in Hindi, Manoj Pathak.
नमस्कार, मनी मैटर्स के आज के अंक में आपका स्वागत है। श्रोताओं, हमारा आज का विषय है लंप सम इन्वेस्टमेंट। इस कार्यक्रम में आप हमसे सीधे बातचीत कर सकते हैं। बातचीत का अर्थ अपने सवालों को भेज सकते हैं। जिस समय हमारा कार्यक्रम चल रहा है उसी समय अपने सवालों को हमारे आधिकारिक यूट्यूब चैनल पर अपना सवाल लिखिए और हमसे सवाल पूछिए, हमारे साथ जुड़िए। आज के कार्यक्रम में हमारे साथ चर्चा के लिए स्टूडियो में आमंत्रित हैं वरिष्ठ आर्थिक विशेषज्ञ उदयन राय। उदयन, मनी मैटर्स में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
धन्यवाद।
उदयन, सबसे पहले तो हम ये समझना चाहेंगे कि एक बारगी निवेश यानी लंप सम जो इन्वेस्टिंग है, इस से क्या तात्पर्य होता है और इसे हम किन अर्थों में लें, कहाँ यह उपयुक्त रहेगा, समीचीन रहेगा एक निवेशक के लिए?
मनोज, सबसे पहले ये हमें जानना जरूरी है कि हमारे जब हम निवेश के बारे में आमतौर से बात होती है तो हम ये कहते हैं कि हमें तनख्वाह मिलती है या कोई रेगुलर आय है, वहां से हम बचत करके निवेश के बारे में बात करते हैं। पर जीवन में हमारे सिचुएशंस बहुत सारे होते हैं और बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली आते हैं, काफी बार आते हैं, जहां पे हमें एक मुश्त रकम, एक लंप सम, एक मोटी सी रकम आ जाती है हमारे पास। और ये कुछ भी हो सकता है। आपका जो मान लीजिए आपकी सैलरी बढ़ती है, उसका अरियर्स मिलता है, पीछे का जो पीरियड का वो मिलता है, आपको बोनस मिलता है, आपको कुछ रिवॉर्ड मिलता है, आपको एक टैक्स का रिफंड मिलता है, आप मान लीजिए कुछ पुरानी प्रॉपर्टी या पुराने एसेट को आप बेचते हैं, वहां पे एक मुश्त रकम आती है। इसके अलावा स्टॉक ऑप्शंस आपने इनकैश किया, वहां से आ सकता है। तो जिसे हम टैक्स के टर्मिनोलॉजी में अदर इनकम बोलते हैं, वो अदर इनकम एकदम से आपके पास आ गया। अब उसको आप करेंगे क्या? क्योंकि वो एक मुश्त रकम है, उसका आपको इस्तेमाल करना है। ज्यादातर लोग, मनोज, उनका ये टेंडेंसी, प्रवृत्ति ये होती है, उसको जाके वो लोग खर्चा कर लेते हैं। जितने मन में जितने सब कुछ दबा होता है इच्छाएं, वो एकदम से जाके उसको खत्म कर देते हैं। वो एक टीवी सेट हो गया या गैजेट हो गया, कहीं चले गए, कुछ जो चीज वो आमतौर से नहीं करते हैं, वो सारा का सारा इकट्ठा कर लिया। पर इसका इंपॉर्टेंस इस प्रोग्राम में, इसका डिस्कशन का इंपॉर्टेंस ये है कि एक मुश्त रकम, एक बड़ी रकम जो आती है, जो वो कभी कभी आती है, और उसका कैसे आप इस तरीके से इस्तेमाल करें कि आपका जीवन भर आपको उसके फायदे आपको मिलते रहे। तो वो ये चैलेंज आप कैसे करेंगे? नॉर्मली क्या होता है कि आप कुछ बचत करते हैं, निवेश करते हैं, ताकि फ्यूचर में आगे जाके आपके लिए आय का स्रोत बने, जिससे आपके जो रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं, मान लीजिए बच्चों की पढ़ाई हुई, रिटायरमेंट हुआ, घर खरीदना हो, उसके बारे में किया जाता है। पर मुश्त रकम जब आपके पास आता है, मान लीजिए आपने वॉलंटरी रिटायरमेंट ली कहीं से, या कहीं से छटनी हो गई, छटनी होने पे ही आपको एक मुश्त रकम मिलता है। ये जो रकम पैसों के हैं, ये दोबारा जो आपके नॉर्मल, जो आपके टारगेट्स हैं या गोल्स हैं, उद्देश्य जो हैं, उसको अचीव करने में ये कैसे रोल प्ले कर सकते हैं, ये अपने आप में एक काम करने लायक, गौर करने लायक बात है।
So, Udayan, we're using the term lump sum, or as you call yakmusht rakam. For example, for Jeff Bezos, $100 billion might not be a lump sum, and for a poor person, even 50,000 could be a lump sum. So, is there some formula or some thumb rule saying that this percentage of your total wealth could classify as a lump sum, and anything below that would probably be discretionary income or other income, as you called it.
Well, anything, it's a good point, Ravi. I think once anything which is more than, I would say, 2 to 3 months of your regular income, from that point onwards, it starts taking the shape of something significant. Anything less than that, you can take a call. I mean, there would be something or the other that you can do with it. But once it's about, say, 2 to 3 months of your regular income, typically what happens is when you're about to go and buy something, say a home or a car, typically it's looked at as number of months of income. So anything with 3, 4, maybe 5 months, you are looking at it as a lump sum, and that's when a lot of things you need to keep in mind. I mean, at a broader level, what are you going to do with it in terms of expenses? What are you going to do in terms of investing? And suppose you're borrowed money, then what are you going to do with that? Broadly, this is what you have to decide. Or something which people don't do at all is sometimes not doing something for a little period of time is also a decision to be made. But what we are talking about, when you get something like this, what is it going to be your considered decision that you're going to take?
So you're saying that if I earn 1 lakh rupees a year, anything that pushes above 30,000 starts becoming what should be a lump sum. And if I earn 100 crores, then anything that's about 30 crores would start becoming a lump sum for me.
I would say so.
Okay. Yeah. So now the first thing, now I've decided I've got a lump sum, and as per this sum rule, I consider this amount to be a lump sum. Now the question comes in, I have multifarious options to invest in. I can put it in real estate, I can buy gold, I can go to the debt market, I can go to a equity mutual fund, I can directly go into shares. How should I decide which asset class should I go into?
Well, Ravi, I would start a little before that, okay? And then I'll be suggesting a few things which don't sound too attractive or too smart. But when you're going to hear all of it, you'll see how it's moving in a progression. So when you get a large amount, one of the things which a lot of psychologists and other experts say is don't do anything right away. So that means you don't go to the nearest mobile shop and buy that mobile that you have been eyeing, okay? You cool it for a little period of time. Why do you want to cool it? Because you want to think, you want to have a plan. Most of the times when you get a lump sum, you don't have a plan. Okay, if you're going to sell a property or something like that, you would probably would have planned something, but otherwise, a lot of cases what happens when you get a lump sum amount, suppose there's been a layoff and you're getting severance pay, which is very, very significant, but it is very important because you have to find a job or do something else, you have planned something else, you need to do something. So first point is cool off. Let there be a cool off period because you need to make a plan, number one. Number two is, what you owe to the government you have to pay. So the famous saying is this, you can't death and taxes you can't avoid. So first figure out what is the amount of tax you need to pay, because you need to know which part of the money that you've got is all your own. Okay, so get rid of the tax, put that money in a separate savings account, pay it off if you can, put it somewhere else where you won't touch it, so you know what the amount is. Number one. Number two is anything for you to use it in your life, current life, and in the future. One of the things that might be holding you back or might be an issue is when you have already used your future income. So therefore, how do you do it? You actually have taken a loan. So what's a loan?
EPF or something like that.
Or anything. It could be a home loan, it could be a car loan, it could be an educational loan, it could be a personal loan and credit card. So any loan which is expensive, your first target has to be that. Why? Because you're paying a very high interest. That is the kind, the interest rate that you are paying out on a personal loan. You're unlikely to be getting it in all your investments. So what's happening is your outflow is going to be much more, and you'll need a very high performing investment to match it. So therefore, your first target should be your expensive loans, and if you can retire some of the other loans, brilliant. So credit card outstandings, personal loan, you can do a study loan or a car loan, you get rid of that. Okay, so after that, whatever little is remaining with you, that's where you are going to start playing with. So that's when you say, okay, now I need to invest. Now, a lot of people who will be listening to this would say, oh, I'm going to get a big lump sum and I'm not going to spend at all. From this money that is left after paying off loans, you can say, okay, if I've got 100 left after paying off my loans and taking care of my taxes, you can keep about 25% of that to spend. So 100 is left now after taking care of taxes and loans. I said, okay, 100, I'm going to do that. Of course, one more thing you can check, just in case you haven't been buying any kind of insurance, you're short on a medical insurance or a life insurance or something like that, take care of that. Take the high coverage, low premium kind of a thing, and then you get your this amount. You can 25% of that you can put for expenses, the remaining amount for investments. Now comes the part which you just asked, which is about where should one invest. Now typically, Ravi...
Before that, let's quickly recap those 4 steps that you mentioned. So first you said don't do anything right away. So there should be a cooling off. Second, you're saying death and taxes inevitability, so pay off your tax liability. Third, you're saying pay off your expensive loans, try and retire them as much as possible. Fourth, you said then look at the lump sum, that buy medical insurance, and you can even spend 25% of what's remaining. Now let's come to where to invest. Right.
So what typically happens, Ravi, is this is something which people don't realize. So people would say, okay, they have been investing somewhere in the past. Say, for instance, they've been investing in fixed deposits or say endowment plans, which are basically lower risk, low return products. Okay, and they continue to do that. Now, for you to take the advantage that you're getting and make it count for the rest of your life, you have to move to a more rewarding investment. So when you are looking to invest your lump sum, you have to look at a more rewarding sort of an investment. So basically you have to look at something which will give you a growth which will be more than inflation. What would that be? Typically something which is related to equity. So you can consider equity related investments. Whether it is you want to do it directly, if you've been investing in the past, fine. Otherwise, you look at equity mutual funds. You can, if you want to do it through insurance, life insurance company, it will be unit-linked insurance plans. So these are some of the areas that you can look at. Apart from that, you can also try to find out. You have to earmark this money to your existing investments, okay? Add them to. So suppose you were doing retirement investments and you had a portfolio, a combination mix of investments, mutual fund investments, which was meant for retirement or kids' higher education. You go ahead and try to earmark that money for that particular purpose. So you can say that, okay, after I now have 75 rupees left, I'm going to put in 25 for my retirement, 25 for buying that house, 25 for my kids' higher education. So that's how you might look at it. And then we can talk about how you want to do it. Which investment you exactly are going to put in, it will depend on how soon or how far off your money requirement is. So suppose it's a retirement sort of an investment. For retirement, you'll put in an equity mutual fund or a hybrid kind of investment. But suppose for buying a home, which is like 3 years, 4 years, maybe 5 years down the line, maybe something more debt-oriented kind of an investment you're going to do, and stuff like that. So now the other point is, how are you going to exactly do it? Because sometimes one can always argue that markets, if the markets are down, you put in a huge amount of money and the market tanks further, you might find it edgy. You might get edgy, you might get nervous. So mutual funds at least have this facility called the systematic transfer plan, where you put in the money, that your investment gets parked in a liquid fund, and then like a systematic investment plan, every month it gets transferred, a certain amount gets transferred to a scheme of your choice, and much like a systematic investment plan, so that your investment, it's like an SIP happening in a very different way, and you are not get impacted by market condition. You don't have to time the market, you don't have to think too much. So something like this you could do. Similarly, if for buying a home, you're already putting aside money. Now what you do is have a STP. systematic transfer plan, put the money in the money goes in a liquid fund, and the money then moves on to a debt fund over a period of time. So roughly this is something you can do. Also the important part is that there are certain products which allow you to do lump sum investments. Okay, so for instance, you have single premium life insurance plans. You could even take a look at that as well. So there are things that you could do, and where you think that, okay, in some cases you might just buy in a bond or something like that, you can do that. But all of it depends on when you need the money and how much risk you can take.
श्रोताओं, यहाँ पर हम लेना चाहेंगे एक छोटा सा विराम के बाद फिर से आपका स्वागत करेंगे हम मनी मैटर्स में। बने रहिए हमारे साथ।
Welcome back to Money Matters. We'd like to tell you that our topic for tomorrow is Farmer Producer Organization. So if you have any queries, do email them to us at moneymatters.air@gmail.com. So don't forget to tune in at 4:05 p.m. tomorrow to listen to this program. Or if you miss it, you can go to our YouTube channel, click on the playlist called Money Matters and listen to any of the shows. Coming back to lump sum investing, two very important points you made, Udayan. One is that you said that normally we say look at the risk appetite of the individual who is investing. So you're saying if a person is normally comfortable with risk-averse products like fixed deposits, which is what most of our country invests in, or government bonds or PPF or all those things, you're saying with a lump sum, he should try and look at taking a greater risk to try and beat inflation. And there you're recommending equity. So that's one thing that you're saying, that he should try and take slightly greater risk than what he is normally comfortable with when it comes to a lump sum. The second thing that you mentioned was that he should probably look at putting all the money immediately into a liquid fund and then using the device called systematic transfer plan, shift it gradually into an equity fund. Now the question that comes here, that currently, because the liquid fund is categorized as a debt fund, so it has the taxation treatment of debt fund. So when every month or every week, whenever you transfer it to equity, you will suffer the incidence of tax because it's seen as a sale and then a purchase into equity. Because today it's so easy to make an SIP directly from your bank account. Won't it make sense to keep a money in a FD and with a sweep account and directly put money into a equity fund through SIP?
Yeah, you can. That's also not a bad idea. But what you probably would need to do is put it, maybe open a separate savings account and put the money there, so you know. It's like putting things in different buckets or different pigeonholes or socking it away. Because psychologically what happens is when your fund is commingled for various purposes, what happens is you end up drawing more for one reason or the other. So the important thing in this case would then be either you're so financially disciplined that you know that every month if the SIP happens, you're not going to miss your contribution or do something, or there is no goof up out there. Or the other more practical way would be you earmark an account, an investment kind of an account, from where you can do that. So for instance, if it's for your child, what you could do is you can have a children's account, and we can transfer that money, that lump sum which is meant for child's higher education, and put it, and from there it goes. Suppose your wife is a homemaker and you're going to also want to make sure that her retirement is taken care of, and this investment has to go there. So maybe in her savings account you can put that money. So the idea is that by no mistake or no quirk of fate, your plan gets disrupted. So this is not a bad idea. You can do that as long as you sort of manage to do it with discipline.
उदयन, यहाँ पर हम आम श्रोताओं की आयु वर्ग के हिसाब से, यानी कई बार कह लें कि युवा है जिसके पास कोई नया पैसा आ गया और उसको निवेश करना है, दूसरी ओर कोई अधेड़ है, और तीसरी ओर कोई रिटायर्ड व्यक्ति है, उसकी अलग अलग आयु वर्ग को ध्यान में रखते हुए किस तरह एक बार की निवेश करना चाहिए, उसके बारे में, और कहाँ करना चाहिए ताकि अधिकतम लाभ मिल सके, इसके बारे में अपनी राय दें।
देखिए, ये जो मुश्त रकम वाला जो चैलेंज है, आपने बहुत अच्छा प्रश्न पूछा। ये सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज अधेड़ से उम्र से लेके जो रिटायर्ड होते हैं उनके पास होता है। मान लीजिए कई लोगों के जो अभी रिटायर होने वाले हैं, होने जाएंगे, मान लीजिए आप कहीं पे रह रहे थे, किसी शहर में रह रहे थे, अब आपको लगता है अगले 10 साल बाद रिटायरमेंट के बाद कहीं और रहेंगे। अब क्या हुआ है कि आपने जहां पे रह रहे थे, मान लीजिए एक बड़े शहर में रह रहे थे, वहां पे आपने प्रॉपर्टी बेची, एक छोटा सा मकान लिया, पर फिर भी आपके पास पैसे रह गए। तो वहां पे क्या होगा कि इस केस में जो उस आयु वर्ग के जो लोग हैं, उनके केस में क्या है, उनको ये देखना पड़ेगा कि उनको रिटायरमेंट के वक्त भी पैसे मिलेंगे, यहां से भी पैसे आ रहे हैं, तो रेगुलर इनकम कितना चाहिए होगा, ठीक है। उसके बाद कुछ पीरियोडिक आपको चाहिए होता है, हर 2 साल में आप घर में व्हाइट वॉशिंग वगैरह करेंगे, सफेदी वगैरह कराएंगे, शादियां होती हैं, वो उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स होती हैं। तो जो आपकी जो रिक्वायरमेंट्स होती हैं एक रेगुलर इनकम की बनती है, मैं उस आयु वर्ग के बारे में बात करूं, एक पीरियोडिक सी होती है और एक कुछ लमसम चीज होती है। कई बार बीच बीच में क्या होता है कि क्योंकि आपकी जो इनकम है वो इन्फ्लेशन के पीछे आ जाती है, क्योंकि आप फिक्स्ड इनकम या लो रिस्क उसमें डाल रहे हैं, तो इंटरेस्ट रेट गया या इन्फ्लेशन, महंगाई बढ़ गई, तो आपको जो मासिक आय है, जो रेगुलर पे है, वो थोड़ा सा पीछे
कम हो जाएगा,
कम हो जाता है, वो खरीद उतना नहीं पाता परचेज। तो बीच बीच में जो रिटायर्ड लोग हैं वो पाया जाता है कि मान लीजिए रिटायरमेंट के 5 साल या 6 साल बाद आपको एक मुश्त रकम चाहिए, ताकि वो भरपाई हो रही है, क्योंकि वो स्टॉक्स या इक्विटीज में निवेश नहीं कर रहे हैं। जो बहुत अच्छी तरीके से निवेश करते हैं, जो कि बहुत ही कम लोग हैं, उनके साथ कभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता, पर ऐसे लोग बहुत कम हैं। तो जो रिटायर्ड लोग हैं उनके लिए ये इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है कि उनको जो पैसा उनको फौरन नहीं चाहिए, मान लीजिए एक 60 साल के सज्जन हैं या महिला हैं, उनको मालूम है कि उनको प्रोविडेंट फंड का पैसा मिल रहा है, तो ये वाला पैसा वो करेंगे स्लाइटली हायर रिस्क या स्लाइटली मोर रिवॉर्डिंग प्रोडक्ट में डालेंगे। तो 10 साल का अगर बॉन्ड है या 10 साल का कुछ फिक्स्ड इनकम है जहां पर इंटरेस्ट रेट हाई है, या थोड़ा सा इक्विटी एक्सपोजर है, वो करेंगे, क्योंकि उन्हें मालूम है अगले 10 साल के लिए उनको ये पैसे नहीं चाहिए, वो उनको 70 के आसपास चाहिए होगा, तो उस हिसाब से वो करेंगे। मान लीजिए 60 की उम्र में करते हैं। जो बीच में की जो अधेड़ उम्र के जो हैं, उनके लिए क्या है, जो उनके गोल्स हैं, मान लीजिए 10 साल बाद या 5 साल बाद उनके बच्चों का एजुकेशन होने वाला, शादी होने वाली, मान लीजिए यूलिप में उन्होंने लगाया, तो यूलिप में टॉपअप की फैसिलिटी होती है, जिसमें आप जो निवेश कर रहे हैं उसको आप टॉपअप कर सकते हैं, उसको बढ़ा सकते हैं। तो वो रकम आपने जाके टॉपअप करा दिया। कई दूसरे केस में ये हो सकता है जहां पे आप सिस्टमैटिक इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान कर रहे थे, मान लीजिए आपने एक और एसआईपी खोल दिया, या इस बार आपने क्या किया कि आपकी इनकम आपको मालूम है बढ़ तो रही है और आपका ये मुश्त रकम भी आ गया, तो आपने एक जगह डाला, जैसे रवि के साथ बातचीत हो रही थी, आपने टॉपअप एसआईपी कर दिया, जिसमें आपका एक पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट से आपकी एसआईपी जो मासिक आप निवेश कर रहे हैं वो बढ़ती चली जा रही है। और इस केस में और ये आप कर सकते हैं, जब हम प्लान कर रहे हैं, कि आप ये देख सकते हैं कि आपका जो सबसे करीबी जो गोल है, मान लीजिए मकान खरीदना या बच्चों का शादी या हायर एजुकेशन, उस पे आपने फोकस कर दिया कि यहाँ पे कितना है, कितना गैप है। मान लीजिए 2-3 लाख रुपए, अगर आपको 5 लाख मिले और 2-3 लाख रुपए से आपके टारगेट से आप दूर हैं, आपने कहा कि ठीक है 3 लाख मैंने यहाँ पे अलग रख दिया, उसको मैं बढ़ने देता हूं और बाकी 2 लाख को मैंने दूसरी जगह लिया। तो कई बार क्या होता है, आपके पास जो आ रहा होता है उस पर आपने ध्यान लगाया मुश्त रकम से, और बाकी को जो है आपने अलग कर दिया। जो बिल्कुल युवा है उनको अगर ये फायदा होता, तो उनको, जो रवि के साथ हमने बात की, कि हायर रिस्क लेवल में जाने की वो कोशिश कर सकते हैं। अगर मान लीजिए एजुकेशन लोन लिया हुआ है तो उसको तो उनको हटाना पड़ेगा, फिर और कोई लोन ना लें, फिर वो निवेश शुरू करें और अच्छी तरीके से करें। और इक्विटी से जुड़ी हुई इन्वेस्टमेंट का मतलब ये नहीं कि आप सीधे स्टॉक में लगाएं, एक स्टॉक में लगा के सारा गवा दिया, या कहीं और कुछ गड़बड़िया स्कीम में पैसे लगाएं। आप ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं कि आपने इंडेक्स फंड में लगाया या ईटीएफ में लगाया, कुछ दिन आपने लगा के देखा कि कैसा चल रहा है, फिर आप जैसे जैसे आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा तो आप बढ़ाते चले गए। हम ये नहीं कह रहे कि आप एक ही जगह सारा पैसा लगाना है, आप उसको एक जैसे थाली होती है उसी तरीके से आपने एक मिश्रित, एक बैलेंस वाली इन्वेस्टमेंट की।
Well, that was a very invigorating discussion on the topic for today, that is lump sum investing. We'd obviously like to continue this discussion, but there's a paucity of time. So if you like this or you missed some portion of this, you can watch this show again on our YouTube channel, our official channel, that's News on AIR Official. Once again, the topic for tomorrow's show is farmer-producer organization. Do send in your questions on this topic in advance at moneymatters.air@gmail.com. Thank you then. Thank you, Manoj. And
thank you so much
on this edition of Money Matters. Namaskar.